Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning everybody. Okay, how are you today? I hope you are in a good condition. Before we start lesson today, let us pray together. Praise begin. Okay, today we will studying about respiratory disorders in human. Nah, discussion topics in this meeting is respiratory disorders. Second is type of respiratory disorders in human. Okay, third is symptoms and causes respiratory disorders. And fourth is how to maintain the health of respiratory organs. Okay, what is respiratory disorders? Anyone knows? Yeah. Alright, respiratory disorders is referred to different types of disease or disorders that hinder the function of the lungs. The disease can affect the ability to breathe. The cause can come from anywhere, including infection, exposure to harmful substances such as cigarette smoke, or abnormalities in the respiratory system itself. The second, we will study about types of respiratory disorders in human. Now, here, some types of respiratory disorders. There is influenza, emphysema, asthma, lung cancer, tuberculosis, bronchitis, and pneumonia. Okay, the third, we will studying about symptoms and causes respiratory disorders. For the first is influenza. Influenza is a disease caused by influenza virus. The disease arises with symptoms of sneezing, fever, and runny nose. For the second, emphysema. Emphysema is a cause is chlorotic bronchitis associated with smoking. Smoke cigarettes, smoke other dust. And for third is H influenza. The symptoms is, for the first, at the beginning similar to chronic bronchitis. Second, gaps accompanied. Third, the neck muscle appeared protruding to suffer until it bent. Fourth, bluish looking lips. 5. Weight loss due to decreased appetite. And 6. Chronic cough. Okay, for the third is asthma. Asthma is a disorder in the form of blockage of the respiratory. This causes is allergies, dust, and temperature is low or cold. The symptoms is shortness of breath, cold, tired and lethargic, chest tightness, insomnia, fever, and sneezing. Okay, next is tuberculosis. Tuberculosis is disease causes of Microbacterium tuberculosis. The symptom is cough with lots of phlegm. For the second is chest pain with breathing. For the third is weight loss. Next, fever and chills, excessive sweating at night, convulsions, and coughing up blood. Next is bronchitis. Bronchitis is a disease because it's the causes of virus, bacteria, and fungus. Virus example is rhinovirus and adenovirus. Or bacteria is streptococcus or staphylococcus. Okay, the symptoms of these disorders or bronchitis is fever, coughing up blood, chest pain, fatigue, short throat, and nasal congestion. Okay, the next is pneumonia. Pneumonia is a disease of the lungs which the alveolus is inflamed and filled with fluid. Disease causes including infection by bacteria, virus, fungi, pestilence, or parasites. The symptoms is coughing, chest pain, fever, and difficulty of breathing. Difficulty to breathing. Okay, the next we will studying about how to maintain the health of the respiratory organs. Okay, how to maintain the health of respiratory organs? Okay, good. You are agreed. Okay, here some maintain types to maintain the health of the respiratory organs. There is using mask, avoid smoking, maintain air circulation in the house, and avoiding places exposed to air pollution, and exercise diligently and eat a healthy food. Okay, for the last, this lesson any assignment. For the first, you must analyze the impact of smoking, and for the second, you must give your opinion about the dangers of smoking can cause cancer. This assignment will collected Monday, 5 December 2022 until 12:59 p.m. Written on a piece of paper and scanned, sent to my email at nabitamesha@gmail.com with file format is PDF. Respiratory disorders is referred to different types of disease or disorders that hinder the function of the lungs. Some types of respiratory disorders. There is influenza, emphysema, asthma, lung cancer, tuberculosis, bronchitis, and pneumonia. Okay, for the next is maintaining the health of the respiratory organ. For the first is using a mask. For the second is avoid smoking. The third, maintain air circulation in a house. For the fourth is avoiding places exposed to air pollution. And the fifth is exercise diligently and eat a healthy food. Okay, for the next is quote by Mortimer Adler. There is the purpose of learning is growth, and our minds, unlike our bodies, can continue growing as we continue to live. Okay, enough for today. Apologies if there is a lot of shortage. Don't forget to do the tasks. See you next meeting. Happy working. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.